Hey guys, this is step 2 in the Stephen Hawking research assignment, summarizing a reference, and I wanted to just do a quick little video on highlighting your sources which have been provided for you. You are going to highlight in 3 different colors, and you'll use what you've highlighted to then go back and condense information for a keyword outline. When you write your report, your first paragraph is going to be all about Stephen Hawking's personal background. The second paragraph is going to be about his accomplishments and education, and his third paragraph is going to be about his theories. Now, I don't remember if in the intro video if I addressed the introduction and conclusion of this paper. This research paper is really focusing on the research and writing the body paragraphs, and so it's only going to be a 3-paragraph essay. So we will roll our introduction into the first paragraph as just a topic sentence, and then in the third paragraph we'll do a clincher sentence instead of doing an actual conclusion paragraph. But we're working up to that. By our third research paper we will be writing a 5-paragraph essay, and in which we'll do a whole entire paragraph for introduction and a whole entire paragraph for the conclusion. Okay, so with your sources in front of you, you have I want you to sit with your highlighters and just follow with me for the duration of this video, and then you're going to finish on your own. Okay, so you should have 3 highlighters. You should have 1 yellow one, 1 orange one, and 1 green one. If you don't have those exact colors, that's fine, but you're going to need to keep track then of what color you substituted for mine. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to comb through this research material, and we're going to highlight in different colors bullet points that have to do with these 3 different topics. Okay, so let's start here with the chronology, and I'm starting with this book source, the 100 scientists packet that you have, and if you flip through to like the 3rd page, then the article starts on that page, and it says at the top where it says chronology, let's start reading there. In the 1960s, Hawking contracts the muscle-wasting motor neuron disease. In 1971, he proposes the existence of black holes. In 1974, he is elected Fellow of the Royal Society, one of the youngest ever. In 1977, he's appointed Professor of Gravitational Physics at Cambridge. In 1979, he is appointed Lucasian Professor of Mathematics at Cambridge, a post once held by Isaac Newton. Now, just in that little paragraph alone, we have some different bullet points that can go in our different paragraphs. So let's go ahead and highlight this bullet point. In the 1960s, Hawking contracts the muscle-wasting motor neuron disease. One of your other sources is going to tell a little bit more about that, but you'll be doing that on your own. But that is going to go in his personal background paragraph. That's actually a really important thing that you guys will want to bring up in your research paper because it definitely informed how he lived his life. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and change colors here and change to orange because we have a couple accomplishments in this paragraph. It said that in 1974 he was elected Fellow of the Royal Society. In 77 he was appointed Professor of Gravitational Physics at Cambridge, and in 79 he was appointed Lucasian Professor of Mathematics at Cambridge. Okay, let's read through some of this article and then you guys will finish it on your own. Stephen Hawking is one of the most notable and certainly one of the most famous theoretical physicians of the last 50 years. Acknowledged for his efforts in attempting to extend the general theory of relativity of Einstein, Hawking has sought to offer explanations in all areas of cosmology, particularly, I think there's a spelling error there, the nature and properties of black holes. After completing an undergraduate degree in mathematics and physics in 1962 and his PhD at Cambridge in 1966, now let's just halt there for a second. Those are definitely accomplishments. Hawking worked with Roger Penrose on black hole theory and the origins of the universe. The outcome of their analysis of Einstein's general theory of relativity was that the implied Big Bang start to the universe should have begun with a gravitational singularity, where matter was infinitely dense and space-time infinitely curved. Equally, it should end in singularities called black holes, or even a big crunch where the universe contracts to its original state. Now, that's the outcome of their work, but we're going to read ahead. It's going to give a little bit more of a synopsis of the theories that they united. The problem with these findings was that the existing general theory of relativity could not cope with these singularities. So Hawking sought to extend it by uniting quantum theory as applied to atomic-sized structures with the gravitational theory applied to the wider universe, as outlined in Einstein's general theory. The need for this combination was highlighted even further when Hawking suggested in 1971 the idea of the formulation of mini black holes immediately after the Big Bang. These phenomena would have weighed up to 1 billion tons and thus being susceptible to gravitational law, but only have been the size of a proton, thus having to obey quantum laws. This attempt to combine the two greatest physical theories has proved difficult, but it did lead Hawking on to new developments in black hole theory. Okay, that paragraph is definitely about his theories, and so I'm going to take my green and I'm going to go back up here to this sentence, because I think this sentence captured the idea of the paragraph well. Hawking sought to extend it by uniting quantum theory as it applied to atomic-sized structures with the gravitational theory applied to the wider universe. Okay, so I've got a summary of his work highlighted right there. So that's what I'm doing in this step. I am using those 3 different highlighters, and I'm going to comb through each one of these resources and highlight in one color personal background. I'm using yellow for that. In another color, I'm using orange, his accomplishments, and in a third color, his theories. And when you're done with that, we are going to take that information and we're going to condense it, and we're going to make a keyword outline from that research. All right, that's all for today. And I think I will have another video demonstrating how to write a keyword outline from this. So you can look for that in the next couple days.